What if I told you that Vladimir Putin might actually be considering peace in Ukraine? Sounds crazy, right? Just last month, he was completely against it. But now, something huge has changed. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why this is one of the biggest political mind games in modern history. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has been a brutal, high-stakes conflict, and up until now, Putin has been determined to keep fighting. But out of nowhere, the Kremlin is carefully studying a ceasefire offer from Ukraine and the US. What's going on? Is Putin really softening up, or is there a much bigger strategy at play? Let's break it down. Back in January, Putin flat out rejected any idea of a temporary ceasefire. He wanted total victory, not a pause in fighting. His demands were clear. Ukraine should never join NATO, and Western forces needed to back off. In just 1 month, Donald Trump turned U.S. foreign policy upside down. He shook things up with NATO, criticized Ukraine's President Zelensky, and started making surprising moves that played into Russia's hands. Suddenly, Putin's resistance to negotiations wasn't so straightforward anymore. Ukraine and the U.S. have proposed a 30-day ceasefire. Putin has a difficult choice: keep fighting and risk damaging his growing ties with Trump, or accept a ceasefire that could make him look weak, unless he finds a way to spin it in his favor. Some Russian analysts believe Putin might accept a tactically unfavorable but strategically favorable truce. This means he pauses fighting just long enough to gain political leverage. He improves relations with Trump. He makes himself look like a peacemaker while still holding the power to restart the war on his terms. A major shift happened on the battlefield. Ukrainian forces had occupied parts of Kursk, a key Russian border region, but recently Russia pushed them back, reclaiming almost all of it. This means Putin can now accept a ceasefire without losing face, because Ukraine no longer holds valuable Russian territory as leverage. So, is Putin really considering peace? Or is this just another masterful move in a global chess game? Right now, the world is watching closely. If Putin takes the ceasefire, it might mean a huge shift in the war. If he rejects it, things could get even worse. Either way, one thing is clear. This war is about more than just battles. It's about power, strategy, and influence on a global scale.